All right, welcome back to the channel, folks. Today we're going to do eye placement. Some of you had commented on the channel that you have a time of trying to keep your eyes even when you're carving a caricature eye. And so today I'll show you a simple little way of doing it, and we're going to try to do it here also today. So safety first, make sure that you have your glove on. And again, we're just going to work from a 1.5 by 1.5 12 piece of basswood. And again, we're going to start here at the corner as we usually do. And we're going to take our swooping cut, and always make sure you always pay attention. Make sure your tools are good and buffed before you sit at the table or chair or wherever you're at. All right, doing our eye placement here. Our two cuts for the eye mound that we'll be doing here to demonstrating the eye placement. Now again, remember everything has a center, so remember that pencil line we used to put there. I'm assuming you know by now that that's a 90-degree angle. But we're going to continue to work that down there to where you can see. Now we've got a plane here for our nose, and we're going to do a rocking cut and undercut that nose there a little bit. Okay, so we got the two sides for the bridge of the nose, the eye plane, and this will be where the mouth would be. And so now we're going to take a U-gouge, and we're going to go straight in about halfway down and push straight in. Okay, remember, just walk it in if you have to. Walk it in. All right, then that opens up the bridge of the nose for us, and also that starts us with creating the eye, more of the eye plane. All right, so right here I'm going to take our knife and I'm going to push straight in to create the eye plane. I'm going to have to turn this a little bit, and we're going to do the same thing here, creating that eye plane. All right, let's stand it up and look at it a little bit. All right, so now we've got to bring it in just a little bit here and get rid of this ridge right here. And then we're going to remove a little bit of the forehead to create the eyebrow area. Take our soft 3/16 soft V, separate the eye lid area, or excuse me, the eyebrow area. We'll have to turn here just a little bit and clean up some of these areas. Learn to turn your wood, and that's so important. Okay, now we're going to put our small lines in to kind of give you an idea of where we're heading here, and making sure that you always know where that blade is going in your wood. Again, placing our blade there against that stop cut, working up our way to the nose. And sometimes the wood doesn't want to let go, so you got to go in there and revisit that area. There we go. This is your stick of wood, and you can do with it whatever you want. All right, so we're going to come in here, make this cut for the wing of the nose, bring this up. Again, what we're doing is creating the mouth plane, the three planes to the mouth. There's 1 and 2 and 3. Okay, so let's go up here. Let's bring our, tell you what, let's take our U-gouge here and let's extend. This is going to have a long nose, looks like it, and that's all right. Some people do have long noses. And so just come in here and make these cuts as necessary. We'll turn again, bringing our knife to the eye plane here. All right, that looks a little better. All right, use your blower, get all that junk out of the way. Using your brush, cleaning up these areas, because we're going to get ready here to go and put in our placements for the eyes. All right, so now I'm going to have to tilt this up a little bit for you to see here. And so a lot of times people have a tendency to not get their eyes equal. Well, the best way I found out is taking your pencil and putting it right next to the deepest part of the eye right here. And jump across the nose and try to match that point, that pencil point, with the other one. I hope you can see that there. All right, and so then we're going to come out this way a little ways just before you get to the edge of the eye plane and put another dot right there. And basically it's in line with each other there, and the cut that you made earlier for your planes of your eye is going to help you with keeping everything even. Now I can see here that our eye is going to go downhill here a little bit, but that's okay. So now we're going to draw in our upper eyelid. And again, this will keep everything, even though we gone just a little over, it ain't going to hurt. But this kind of gives you just a guideline. You don't have to get right on the points, the dots that you drew there. And just try this, 4 or 5 times and until you get to the point what you see that you like it, okay? And so again, that's how I kind of eye things. Now I don't necessarily do this anymore, but you can if you like. So this might help you to keep your eyes even. Now we're going to go outside here of the eyelid and take our V tool, our 3/16 V tool, and put our 1/16 tool and put in the upper eyelid. Okay. Okay, we're going to come across the nose here, and we're going to do the other side. Turn my wood. Let's do the other part of the eyelid, the second line that we drew in. Turning the wood, we're coming over here now, and you can see, well, you say, Van, we got one eyeball a little bit bigger than the other. That's all right. That's where we can come in and tweak these just a little bit. So now I'm going to take our knife and put in our 3 cuts for each corner. There's 2, and remember to angle your knife for the 3rd cut, and that brings that chip right out of there. Again, we're doing this here, we're coming right down through here, and we are putting the 1st cut, 2nd cut, angle our knife, and the 3rd cut. That's while we're here, let's do this side. 1 cut, and 2, and 3. Let's go to the other side of this eye and do the same cut here. All right, now we're going to take the very tip of the knife and we're going to stick it right up into there on top of the eyeball, and then take our knife and remove that excess there, hopefully, and just take your time through here. Make every cut count. All right, get my brush here. See if we can clean that guy up. Now we're going to put in the bottom lid. And this is a number 1/8. This is the 8th V tool. Coming in, putting in the bottom eyelid. And coming out here. And boy, that let go, didn't it? He got a long, long wrinkle there, but that's all right. All right, again, we're going to take our knife and we're going to bring this down and bring that knife right down on top of that eyeball and shave just a little bit off of there. All right, taking our brush, cleaning up. Got a little cleanup right in here to do, and that's all right. It's just going to be part of the carving process. You just hang right in there and just keep cleaning these areas up. Just like I told a guy the other day, don't be digging holes, but just clean it up. And now let's finish out this other eyelid, starting from the outside, working our way in. Okay. And now again, since this eyeball is bigger than this one here, we're going to tweak this eyeball some to try to match because I can't put wood back here, but I at least can try to match this eyeball over here. So don't be afraid to try. You know, if you do get one eye bigger than the other, just try to carve some of this out and try to make it as small as you can to match the other one the best you can. And you may succeed, you may not, I don't know, but we don't know until we try. And so we're just taking little, remember our rule of 3 small cuts are better than 1 large cut when it comes to carving certain things, even in this type of carving or relief carving or whatever it may be. Now I'm going to extend our small lines up into the nose here and create the wing. And let me get this a little better angle here, I hope. Okay. All right. It looks like our wood gave away on us in here, so we're going to try to tweak some of that in here just a little bit. And we may have to turn our tool, or our wood, excuse me, and flatten that eye a little bit because that wood gave away in there for some reason. All right, let's turn him up and look at him here. Okay. Yeah, we're kind of getting there. I know we're... All right, let's come in here now and let's work on the mouth area. And again, there's our planes that we were working from earlier. And then we're going to take our pencil and we're going to draw on the upper lip. We're going to kind of do a different expression here. And we're going to take our pencil and we're going to come in here and just kind of go a little crazy a little bit. Goodness, look at that. What a lip. Look like he's maybe hit a door or something. I don't know. But anyway, but this is going to be fun. Okay. Just using our V tool to outline. What an expression he has. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to take our knife and we're going to make a stop cut in those areas of this V tool where we went for the upper lip. We're going to do it again. Starting there, make a good cut there. Get that blade in there. Don't go too crazy in there, going deep. All right, and then we just come in and make that cut there. So now I'm going to relieve that just a little bit. Now we're going to take our knife here and we're going to carve this down where we can get our bottom lip. And again, we're going to start right there. You make your lips as big as possible because you can always reduce them down. I'm going to have to turn a little bit here to where I can meet the other side. Boy, he's got a nice fat lip. Maybe he... Don't tell him what he got, how he got that. Okay, now we're going to take our knife and relieve even more in here. Just show action in the mouth. have fun with it. Don't worry about if things don't work out, you know. Just, it's a piece of wood, and just keep working at it, and it'll eventually come. A lot of people, they quit too soon on a lot of stuff. A lot of times they're a lot closer of getting where they need to be than they realize. Okay, so we're going to take and kind of clean up our mouth area or cheek area there a little bit. I'm going to turn here. And always remember, there's no sharp edges to the human face. And then we're going to put in the angel kiss, as we say here, the snot trough. Just take that 1/8 U-gouge, about number 3 sweep on that, and put that in there. All right. Now we're going to turn him upside down, and we're going to put in the nostrils. And this way, again, as I said on many other videos, this is a good way to put your nostrils in. That way you can actually see the whole bottom of the nose, and run the risk of if you came up here and did it from this way, you could break off the tip of the nose. And it's just, and it creates a shadow underneath the nose there and around the lip area, the upper lip. All right, let's put in our eyebrows again. Don't make them straight, because you're going to give him he'll be scared looking. Look like he's seen something. All right, turn him again, putting these little cuts in with your V-tool. Again, take your time through here. All right, so let's take out our knife, and we're going to kind of add some features right here. Just really get a little crazy a little bit here, because I'm working my way up to that bottom lid. You see there? I'm working my way up to it. And then I'm going to take my V-tool here and get rid of that piece. Look at there, how that takes it right off of there. And I deepened his eye bottom lid. Isn't that neat looking there? Gives him more aged look. All right. Let's come to this side and try to do the same thing over here. Just take your time. We're doing a sweeping cut. And I'm kind of starting high, going low, and coming right up out of the valley there. All right, let's take our 1/16 V-tool. I'm going to have to turn here. And we're going to come in here and remove that. And also that's going to deepen. Let's see what that looks like. Boy, he looks intense, doesn't he? But that's all right. Some days we have a little tense days, but don't have them every day. All right, so now if you're going to stain a project, and a lot of people do carving, they just want to be able to see the grains of the wood. And then some people say, well, do you paint the eyes? I don't if I'm going to stain something. So what I do to show the actual pupil is that I'll take a little, like a number 2 or a very small micro gouge, and I'm going to put the pupil in by inserting this on top of that eyeball, right about halfway up. And I'm going to push straight in, just like that there. Okay, and I'm going to wiggle, 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 leave that there, come over here, do the same thing, doing my thumb placement, pushing in. All right. Now, doesn't that give him a different look? I like that. And so now some people leave them in, and some carvers don't. But you know what? I like leaving mine in. It gives it more depth in the eye there. And so anyway, you can come in here too, and using this little U-gouge, you can deepen these areas here. Just remember, just use that there little gouge and just use any of these tools. Now we need to come in here and extend our smile lines to this side. I'm coming right through here. and putting those. Now if you want to try to even them up, just take off a little bit there on the side if you want. All right, and so, but anyway, so we kind of give this guy a kind of, you know, a gnarly look there, and we're just going to wind this project down now. And so always look over your carving, turn it upside down every which way you can, and you know, go back over it, set it down, and go back over it after a while, and tweak it here and there. But enjoy it and have fun with it. And again, thank you for watching, and subscribe and hit the bell and leave us a comment below. You have a good day and happy carving.